Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Into the end zone, Charger fans are witnesses to history!
Well, howdy, hey. We got ourselves a fantasy football draft to do today, man. What's going on, everybody? It's the Director. As we do every single season, we are conducting our annual Underdog Fantasy Football League, composed of 10 teams and some best ball to be played. If you guys don't know how this works, this isn't a normal fantasy league where you got to micromanage everything. You're drafting a large roster of players. Whatever goes, man. Every week, the best players, the best performances from the players on your roster will count towards your score. And it makes it nice and easy and clean and effortless past the draft with all the draft fun, man. Let's freaking go, dudes. Hey, everybody out there. I see Hugo in the chat. How's it going, man? We got Saint Rosso. I knew you would be here, my friend. We got Drufus. Drufus, you were in the Fantasy League a few times last year, right? What else we got? We got Steve. We got Preludify. Good to see everybody in the chat, man. Hugo says, check the link to it takes you to the Apple Store. Let me see. I got this link here from the PC side of things. I'll post it a couple more times on. Hopefully it lets you guys in. You guys let me know. If you have any troubles, I'll see if I can find another way to get the link out to you. But we've got about half the league filled right now. Because the link doesn't work for you in your end. Uh-oh. Well, let me see if I can find another link here on the mobile sides of things, too. Hope you guys get in here that do want to participate. Thanks you to Underdog. If you guys are signed in on Underdog, I think it might make it a little bit easy. There we go. We got another person in on the league. Few spots left. That you're in on your PC. Okay. Let's go to Underdog. Info. I'm going to see if I can grab you guys the mobile link too. Maybe that'll help. Let's see. Share this draft. There it is. Copy link. And I'll come to the draft on my phone and see if we can get you guys... If you can need a different... I don't know if a different link even works, but we'll see. We will see. Let's see. Live draft on the channel. And okay, so here's the mobile one. Here's the mobile one. Hopefully this one works for some of you guys that aren't able to get in on the other one. Hector's inviting you to this draft. Yada da 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 da. Again, I don't even know if that's a different link. Let me see. It looks the same to me. On this end here. And oh yeah. I needed to post the link as well on Twitter. We've got 4 or 5 more spots left for anybody that wants in before we start this live draft. 4 more spots left. 4 more spots left. Then we're going to get going. Here we go. How often will I be doing these drafts? For now, I'm going to commit to this one because it's been a pretty busy August, I got to tell you that. And then we'll see if I got more time. Again, I hate not being able to give more than a few hours notice, but sometimes I know I'll be home for like an evening or whatever. I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and try doing it today. Yesterday, I had a feeling tonight would have been a good one. So we kind of gave people a heads up on the live stream on Thursday. And here we are. Here we are. Keeps taking you to the App Store. Man, I'm sorry, Hugo. How many drafts are we planning to do today? At least the one, and then we'll see how much interest there is for another one, and we'll kind of go from there. We have... Ooh, it filled up quick, guys. We got one more spot, and then we are jumping in here. Let's see. I wanted... to put the draft thing right here. Let me see. Maybe I can do that. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Nice. This will make it nice and fun here. Back on. Oh, yeah. Cool. At least for this draft side of things. There we go. Cool. This will be fun, man. I'm excited. And then, of course, we have this screen over here where we're going to be watching the draft together. Seeing how everybody does. The link hates Chrome too. Hugo! Sorry, my man. Can't see errands when you saw. I like to think these are effortless enough, right? Where I saw, by the way, Saint Rasa. I saw up in the chat there. Happy birthday to you and your daughter. Is it birthday dinner? You guys' birthdays close together? Happy freaking birthday, my man. Appreciate you being here. I know there's some of us that have an unhealthy addiction to fantasy sports. I'm definitely. Hey, we are alive. We are here. We are ready to go, man. This is always tough because I'm live streaming. And I can't show you guys who I'm tucking away for my pick. I'm right dab in the middle. I remember last year, a couple of drafts, man, I couldn't get anywhere close to the top 3. But I'll take 5. I mean, that gives us a wide range of outcomes. It's a little different than what I've been researching, too, because in our big league, our home league, we have keepers. And so my keeper this year is probably going to be someone like Bijan. We get 2 of them, too. I think we're going to keep Christian McCaffrey. Lad McConkey. Like, I have him in the 10th still. You get to keep him in the same round that you drafted him years back for up to 3 seasons. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Anybody remembers Trumpet Monkey? He's in that league with us, too. And that league's been open for 12 years, and we've had a couple new members come in along the way. Drewfus with the 101. Who's he going to go? Of course, Jahmyr Gibbs. Absolute no-brainer. Who do we have in here? We have Chris. You guys, shout out in the chat if you're after you pick, of course. So I know if we have the same people out here. We got Chris, Hector, Chargers 25, myself. We got Hugo, St. Rasso, Opickle, Ivan, Bra, who's going back-to-back. Nice. Bijan and Jamar Chase off the board back-to-back. And here we go, Puka Nacua. Now it's up to us. Where are we going to go with this one, man? Honestly, there's a few picks that feel a little safe here, but I want to go with the risky one, man. This is best ball. We're going to take Christian McCaffrey and cross our fingers that it works out. We're going to cross our fingers, because if he has a good season, I think we're putting ourselves in good position to win this one. By the way, if you guys are wondering, some of the scoring and stuff right here, receptions, 0.5 point, touchdown, 6, receiving yards, 0.1, pretty standard half-point PPR. Here's your roster outlook. You got 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receiver, flex, 10 bench spots. You want to fill that with some depth across the entire position groups, and then the tight end. You want to make sure you got some backups in there to carry you through the best ball season, because, again, it's going to take the best performance from each position. That's what it's going to count each week, and that's how you're going to win your games if you've got a nice, complete roster. Nice to have top-heavy players, but you want some balance in there to win these kinds of things. High risk, high reward. Yeah. Your birthday twins? That is so stinking cool, Rosso. That had to have been the best birthday present of all time. Right on, man. Hugo said, yeah, he made it. He made it. Good, man. Good. I'm glad. I know it's stressful. I try to give a little bit of notice, but it would be great if I could give you guys a couple of days' notice to get ready. The issue is the moment that it fills up, it starts the draft, so we got to make sure that we're ready to launch the stream before things get going. You know what I mean? So Jackson Smith. Actually, let's see what happened after our pick of CMC. Omarion Hampton is already off the board. Woo! Hugo. I know there's a lot of Chargers fans in here who are not going to appreciate that one, huh? Hugo gets maybe the best fantasy Charger in the draft this season. Let's make this a little bigger so you guys can see everything here. There you go. And the Chargers fans are green with envy. Oh, right on. Followed by St. Brown, James Cook, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. We got Jonathan Taylor, Jay Jettas. And where are we? We're coming up in a few picks here, man. Man, smack dab in the middle. There's a lot of players flying off, but we have to be real careful, very, very balanced if we can when going through this. So what do we have left? We got CeeDee Lamb, Kenneth Walker, Jay Brown, Drake London, Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors. Oh, boy, man. This is going to be tough. I think we're going to have to wait and see who's available to us here at pick number, I should say round 2, pick 6. CeeDee Lamb off the board to St. Rasso. Hugo's up next. He going to go. He's already got Omarion Hampton. Too much of a homer to do fantasy? Me too. My league mates absolutely take advantage of me when they do that. I want to go wide receiver really bad, but I like the value on Kenneth Walker. We're going to go back-to-back running backs. I think that's not too shabby. Right now, my team started off with CMC and Kenneth Walker, and we'll kind of see what goes from there. Because I think we can nab ourselves a wide receiver next round, hopefully. Much I hate him, we got to get Brock Bowers. Dude, it's such a love-hate thing for me. I loved Brock Bowers so much coming into the draft, and I screamed when he went to the Raiders, and the same thing happened to Ashton Jeanty. I was like, man, hoping Walker fails miserably. Oh, me too. I just can't think of many more things they got going for him in that offense. I mean, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is Mahomes, but like, what is Kelsey going to turn back the clock? You know, what's going on with Rashee Rice? We still don't know. It looks like they're leaning into that run a bit more this year, and Super Bowl MVP. We'll see. But yeah, secretly inside, I hope he just gets catapulted into the sun. Is there another draft after this, Director? Possibly. We'll see how this one goes, how long it takes, how much interest there is for another one from the chat towards the tail end of this one. And with all those factors put into the account, we'll see if we want to do another one. Dobbins thinks he'll be an MVP. You know, there was a season where I thought maybe that could have happened, and it wasn't even with us. I felt like, yeah, with us is exciting, but with the Ravens, man, just can't stay healthy. All right, we're up on the clock. We got Olave, we got Smith, we got Pickens. Pickens is exciting. But I think I'm going to go with my homer pick now here, man. I'm going to do it. You're not getting in front of Director for old Lad McConkey. I love Lad, dude. Everybody's excited about that one. Full PPR, 2 flex. It's a half-point PPR, I think. Half-point PPR. Single flex. Yeah. Single flex. You can't see there behind me. It says 1 on the flex and 1 on the tight end. And this is best ball, mind you. Best ball. Our players are all... Yeah. And fantasy is the one time you can kind of break those rules a little bit. Ooh, Swift off the board for Hugo. Okay, what's Hugo's team looking like? Omarion Hampton, Swift, A.J. Brown. It's actually not too bad. I thought, you know, again, everyone's going to know this. We're going to reach on Chargers players a little bit. I just did it. But even with that, that's pretty solid. Yeah, it's got some nice balance to it. Where did we get back to mine? There we go. CMC, Kenneth Walker, Lad McConkey. Okay, all right. That's not too bad of a start. I can't feel too upset about that. Where did Brock Bowers end up going again? It was Drew. Yeah, Drew. Yep. So actually, let's go back a little bit further here. A-Chan to Chargers. We got Brown, Allen, and Henry going next. Then Bowers, followed by Collins, Neighbors, London, McConkey, Swift, Olave, Pickens. Love. Jeremiah Love, dude. He's been a beast on Madden for me the last few weeks. I've been kind of back into Ultimate Team, man, for the first time in a long time. Long time. Ray McBride off the board here, too. Oh, okay, all right. Or 4-6. Okay. All right. Gonna lock in. Pickles with Williams, Devontae Smith, Ray McBride. 3 more picks. Who do we got coming up here? Flowers, Hall, Williams, Higgins, Ibuka, Waddle, Garrett Wilson, Tet, Jacobs, Holston Loveland, Amscadabo. Okay, all right, we're seeing. All right, we are up next. I like Zay Flowers, I like T. Higgins, but the man with the upside that I like is Emeka Egbuka. Justin Herbert's off the board. Crazy times we live in, man. Crazy times we live in. We're going to go with Emeka Egbuka, our wide receiver 2. Lad and Emeka are wide receivers to carry us this season with CMC and Kenneth Walker. We got to hope that the health of those running backs, that's probably where the biggest dice roll is for this team, at least for myself. We got this Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker thing going. Both of them definitely have had their seasons where they get injured. So Justin Herbert goes in the 4th round to Hugo, the doorman boss. He says, not today, good sir. This was my quarterback. He got himself the nice combo of Hampton and Herbert. That's a nice combo there, man. Williams, Etienne, Jacobs, Flowers off the board next. We're coming up here real soon. This is going fast enough, I think. Maybe around round 8. Or how many rounds are there in this draft, actually? Gonna go all the way to the end here. Actually, isn't there like a... Yeah, okay. There are 18 rounds, so probably around 15 or so. If there's enough interest by the chat, then we will consider possibly opening another one. Go back. Oh, crap, it's me. Okay, so we have CMC, Lad. I think I'm not too upset. Oh, there's Colston Loveland. Cam Scatabo. Quinn Sean. I like me some Cam Scatabo, dude. Again, we have those injury risky running backs. Let's get one with a little bit more stability there. I do like Colston Loveland, though. That would have been a nice pick, too, but I don't mind waiting on tight end if I can. Tyler Warren off the board, too. Ooh, hey, Hugo. I think I may have heard something about Warren getting a little banged up. I don't know what the injury is. But that is a good pick if he plays. He is probably the best of that class. Let's see. Tyler Warren. Injury. I think he's okay, though. Groin injury. Expected to miss about a week. Okay, so it sounds like he's good. It sounds like it's 1 week thing. I got to get all caught up on this stuff, too, man. Oh. Gamer Tag, want to play Mud Squads? Give me some time. I need some time to train, man. I haven't played Madden, at least not even online, probably in 4 years. And I just started playing again today. Man, dude, I am shaking off some rust. I had to go back and literally open up playbooks and start studying because I hadn't done it in so long. And we're doing a little bit better. I got real frustrated doing that the event or whatever for the preseason players on Mutt. Because I couldn't win, one or two games, and then I would run into the 2 losses to reset. But last night, I think I got up to 7 wins before I lost. I had to reset. So we're doing better. We're definitely doing better. I need some more time to get to know the playbook and such. I'm running the Saints playbook right now. That one seemed pretty easy to get your mind wrapped around. And then I eventually want to move into the Chargers playbook. The Chargers playbook's got some pretty cool stuff in it. I'm starting to learn all these new motion plays that they brought in from Miami. That's pretty fun. Mobile iPod 6 console one. Look at that one. Please do another draft. Hey, man, I'm going to put a poll out. If we get at least, 10 to 15 people that say they want in, then maybe we'll do one more. Yeah, because this one's actually not going by too slowly. We're already in round 6. As we're getting closer to our pick, and I have a couple of guys I got my eye on down here. Yeah. But everybody so far. The one thing I'm nervous about with my team is that it's the injury squad. CMC, Kenneth Walker, Cam Scatabo, Lad McConkey, Mecca Buka, all of them have been banged up at some point. Oh, man. Saint, you snagged Quinshon Judkins. That's who I was looking at. That's who I was excited to see. Okay. So I think that we are probably moving into another wide receiver here. Mike Evans is interesting. San Fran, I don't know. I have a feeling about DJ Moore, man. He could be pretty stable. We're going to go DJ Moore here. I like Mike Evans. I just think there's a bit too much of the unknown for me. And DJ Moore feels like, now he's there with Josh Allen, and there's some upside. I could get about that. Bayshaw, Tootin, Henderson, some nice value. I like the value there at running back. But yeah, Quinshon Judkins was one I was like, if I can grab him, I'll feel pretty good about those running backs. But I mean, they're already looking really good. DMC, Walker, Scatabo. There's J-Mo off the board. Quentin Johnston. Nice. I mean, for everybody hates on QJ, but dude's going to score some touchdowns this year. Yeah. Yeah, everybody in the chat, if you are interested, how many people do we have in here? This isn't even a game stream. There's probably not that many of you in here today, right? Yeah, like 50 people in here. If we can get a solid, again, 10 to 15 people on the poll that say they do want in, then maybe we'll do another one. I just don't want to have to wait a long time for the thing to fill up again. So we'll start filling it up probably around pick 15 or 14. We'll get that set up, and See if there's interest for another one. But at max today, I only have time for maybe 2. But this has been fun so far, man. All right, we're back on the clock. Oh, yes. Okay, I was really hoping he would make it back to me. Rome Odunze. I'm actually kind of high on him this season. I like Colston Loveland a bit more, but I mean, Rome, dude, when he was on, he was on. Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, hard to hate. Now the wide receivers I'm starting to feel pretty good about. DJ Moore, Rome Odunze. I had that combo at one point last season. That was tough. But I'm really excited about DJ Moore in Buffalo. Good opportunity for him. Nice. Yeah, running backs, wide receivers looking pretty good. We got, what, 4 and 3? Yeah, okay. I like it. Rome Odunze. Mike Evans finally off the board. Hey, that's a good value in the 7th round there. I like it. Parker Washington, too, the Chargers 25. I'm very interested to see how that works out. Dude, can you imagine Malik Willis just goes nuts? And he's like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers or whatever, you know, the story of, you know, maybe not in Green Bay now, but, you know, they find some success in Miami. That'd be nuts. I think Rasso, he's going to go with the new Seattle Seahawks running back. That's not a bad pick at all. That's a good pick. We have as far as running backs left. Warren, Stevenson, Brooks, Pollard, Orem is interesting. Rico, RJ, J.K. Dobbins. J.K.'s always just thinking about you, dude. Corey, long guy. Okay, all right. Good receivers, though. I haven't even looked at tight end, though. I mean, are we cooked? I don't think so. I mean, there's probably some decent ones in the area that I'm thinking. Sam Laporta is gone. There's Carnell Tate. That could end up being an awesome pick in the 7th round, dude. Carnell Tate. He's been looking nice. Want a BTJ? Ah. The Ben Johnson effect. We got what? BTJ, Marvin Harrison. What's going on with Marvin Harrison, dude? It's still part of me would love to have him on the Chargers. I think he would absolutely thrive with Justin Herbert. Herbert loves receivers like Marvin Harrison. Are you kidding me? He's been struggling, man. He's been on that struggle bus. Crying. There's BTJ. Off to Bra. Ivan. Here, let's see. I'll start the poll around pick 10. Yeah? And if we get a good number of people, then we'll set up one more. And if you've already drafted, you are welcome to come back, especially if we want to fill that thing up as quick as possible. Pickles, come for your pickle. Gonna be Daniels. Quarterbacks coming off the board now. San Rasso, Hugo, and then myself. See if we can find ourselves a value somewhere. Liam Scott. Okay. You're getting to that point. Off the board, Jalen Hurts. Where's Hugo going to go with this? What's Hugo's team looking like? Herbert, Amarian, Swift, AJ, Terry, Mike, Warren. Yeah, that's looking pretty solid. 13 seconds on Hugo. Yeah, right now Micah Wilson has been outperforming him. I believe in his talent, man. Oronde Gadsden's off the board. Oh! Oh, man. Risky business. I think that eventually Jonathan Brooks is going to be a stud. We're going to take him. Get some more back. And again, I'm the injury squad, dude. Look at those running backs. CMC, Walker, Scatabo, and now Jonathan Brooks. We are on a roll. But the running backs and wide receivers looking pretty solid now. Followed by Caleb Williams. Yeah, there's some quarterbacks, man. Some quarterbacks. And again, you're going to need at least 2 quarterbacks. Keep that in mind. I'm trying to keep that in mind. Because you want to make sure that... oh, by the way, also keep an eye on bye weeks. That could be important. That screwed me a couple of times last week. Or last season. Not this time. Now we got week 8, Christian McCaffrey and Cam Scatterbo, and then week 5 for Brooks and Walker. So we got our bases covered there, at least a little. That's insane. And then bye week for Ladd and DJ Moore is week 7, and then Mecca Ibuka and Roman Dunze is 10. So how many do we have to field each week? 3 wide receivers. So I'll need at least one more receiver. That's not on one of those dates. Take all the Niners. Yeah, I should be looking for Niners exclusively. Chris Godwin, Cortland Sutton, Jordan Love, DK Metcalf all off the board. 3 more picks, and we are up. There's Kyle Pitts. We got him left on tight ends. Orem, Fannin. I think we're pretty committed to this this strategy. I don't know how much better it's going to be to get one of these other guys. Okay, we got Pollard, Stevenson. Okay, we're on the board here. Kai Lemon could be interesting. I think the opportunity is pretty good for a young man by the name of Josh Downs in Indianapolis. Get some nice targets out there. What's his bye week? 13. That works pretty good. Pretty good for me. I thought about Stevenson for a second there. Daniel, Addison, Tyson. He's already injured, isn't he? Michael Wilson's decent. Mekhi Lemon is one that's very interesting, though. What's going on in Philadelphia? Not playing Saturday, it says. Hamstring. Okay. Doesn't seem too crazy. We're getting into the weeds here soon. All right, what do we got? We got Stafford, Pollard, Stevenson, Dowdle, all off the board. Not for a billion picks. Pick 5 is weird. Panic pick, you got your QB2. What'd you end up getting? Oh, Stafford. I mean, that's solid, dude. You got Herb and Stafford. You got to hope that they're not in the same bye. Which they're not, so you're fine. Yeah, no, you're good. That's a good QB stack. What else we got here? We got Monangai off the board, Daddle. So we're running running backs. Running backs flying off the board. Jordan Tyson now off the board, too. Okay, all right. I got to start thinking about that. We have yet to take a quarterback. Let's see. We are at round 10 right now. Okay, let's throw a poll in here. And again, we need at least 10 or 15 of y'all that say you want to join, because it'll be another 10-man league. Let's see. All right, there you guys go. Let's see how this goes. All right, guys, I have the mascot for my injury squad coming up here. We're doing it. J.K. Dobbins. Look at that running back roster. CMC, Kenneth Walker, Cam Scatterbo, Jonathan Brooks, J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a miracle if we make it to the end of the year with that roster at running back. That's pretty nutty. Hugo says, no, I didn't want another quarterback. Oh, no! Well, you're pretty much covered now. I can't see anything harming your quarterback position through the year. We'll end this this poll around what? Round like 12. See where that's at. And if it's good, then we'll start setting up another one, and we'll throw the link out there to you guys. All right, who came in after Dobbins? Harold Fannin, old Bill Krosky Merritt, Alec Pierce, Jared Goff. Drufus back-to-back picks here, so he's got his quarterback. Drufus, what are we looking at here? Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Gibbs, Henry, Bucky. Ooh, that running back room is disgusting. What's up next? Got Mark Andrews. Got Chris, Hector, Chargers, and then myself. How much is the buy-in for the draft? Just $5, a fiver. I don't even remember how they structure the winnings at the end of the year, but I like putting a little something in rather than just a free league because then there's not a lot of stakes. You know what I mean? Here it is. This is the prize breakdown. First place walks away with $30. Second place gets 10. Third place $5. There you go. I know we did like a $20 buy-in one year, and that one was kind of stressful for people. So I was like, let's do for fun. Fivers are good for fun. H-Hand for AJ Brown. What? JSN and H-Hand for AJ? I mean, that's a pretty sweet deal. Oh, we're on the clock here. Okay, so George Kittle off the board just before us. So again, we're waiting on that one. Let's see, what do we need? Probably another receiver. I like Matthew Golden. I think he's in a pretty good position there. Okay, so how many roster spots do we have, too? That's another big thing. I probably should figure that out before I keep drafting all these guys. So it's 1, 3, 6, 7, 17, 18. That's right, 18 spots. And we're just about to round 12. We can end that poll. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That still leaves us 7 spots. I got to start thinking about other positions here soon. All right. Go ahead and end this poll. How many people voted yes? We need at least like 10 or 11. One said no, but there's 11 votes. That would barely make us able to go back and do a new one. You guys kill me. You're killing me, Smalls. All right. How many people do we have in here right now? Under 50? Okay. How long have we been streaming so far? Do I have time for another one? Might have time for another one. Give me 1 second here, folks. See if we can set up one more for you eager beavers in the chat. How many picks do we up? We're up in 1 pick? Okay, so I'll do this, and then I'll see about maybe setting up another one. Concepcion off the board. Hey! All right, we're up. We're up. What do we need? We are at the point where it is time to start thinking about quarterback and tight end. So we have Travis Kelce, likely. I don't know if they have much more going for them in Kansas City. I think we can still wait here, so I think we're going to go with Kelce. Got to grab somebody. Hugo grabbing Kincaid right before me. That's kind of who I had my eye on. But I already have DJ Moore. That would have kind of gotten a little messy, I guess. Okay, so what was I doing? I was in here. Here, give me 1 second. I got to turn this off for a minute. I can open this. Okay, and then I can turn that back on. I have this screen. I can go set up another one. Okay, so what do we got? Another $5 draft. All right. We're going to start recruiting for this one now so that you guys can jump on in and get ready to go, because we only have about 5 more rounds left. And if it starts early, then I can go back and forth between the two. I think that'll be fine. We've got to lock in here for just a second. We are up next. In terms of these quarterbacks that are left, because I think we kind of have to go there, right? Who's left at tight end? One. Yeah, it's kind of a crapshoot no matter where we go. So we got to go with one of the quarterbacks here. And I honestly just, it feels like this is probably a value. We'll go with Kyler Murray. All right, I have the link for the other one. And I'm going to throw it in the chat here in just a second, all right? So you guys stay frosty if you want to join another one. If you are currently drafting, maybe we'll wait. Let's wait until pick like 16 or round 16. We'll wait till round 16 and I'll start sharing the link. We can start getting people in there. And then I don't know if the people that are drafting now, if you want to do another one, I don't know if you can grab the link and join while we're still doing this draft, but we'll try and make it nice and quick. Murray, Dobbs, Myers, Pittman. Okay. Well, we're heading over here. All right, all right. Okay. Bo Nix off the board now. And outside of that, there's some upside, dude. So how many? So we're on pick around 14, right? So that would give us 4 or 5 more players to work with here. We've got a quarterback. We've got a tight end. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 receivers. 1, 2, 4, 5 running backs. Few more positions to fill here. Okay. Everybody stay frosty in the chat. I'm going to put that link in there probably in the last round or 2 of this draft so we can start filling it up before this one finishes. All right, so we need another quarterback or tight end. I think tight end, again, I'm just kind of like, it is what it is at this point. Quarterback, probably can wait there too. Who do I like here? Debo. Oh, give me Tyler Algier, yeah. Like him. That put us on the running backs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We'll see if we can find some more value. Range off the board. And then, yes, we are doing one more. Just one more draft. After this one has concluded. You've been waiting. The link will be coming in here around, I don't know, round 17. 16 or 17. We're going to go ahead and put the link in there for you guys to start signing up. That way, by the time we are done with this draft, we will have a new one ready to go. Are we? I was like, I probably should catch up so I don't miss my thing. Keenan Allen off the board. The new Indianapolis Colt. Bittersweet, isn't it? Good to see him still playing, but bittersweet. I'm looking for some names down at the bottom here that I wouldn't mind taking either, dudes. We are all the way down. All right, I got one. We're going to take the rookie. We'll take Kenyon Sadiq as our next tight end and hope it works out. All right, where are we at? Just under round 16. Yep. Dave Frosty in the chat. David Njoku off the board. Is that a double? You got both tight ends? Man, no matter who pops off, you're going to have the guy. Watch it be Charlie Kolar. Where are we now? Yeah, we got a ways. Njoku, Johnson, Tyler Shuck. And we got the turn coming up here. We know the format before joining. Yes. It is best ball. I think it's an 18 deep roster, half point PPR, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. Best ball. Again, it's only a $5 entry. Have to keep it interesting, keep people's attention, but not too much. And best ball is pretty fun anyway to follow for that sort of thing. Yes, sir. Pray yourself to sleep, is Kolar. We got some preview of that in the preseason game, at least the one. But of course, in training camp, he's gotten a lot more targets than we expected. We expected him to be purely that receiver tight end, or the blocking tight end, but he's been a pretty good receiver. Malik Willis. That one's a fun one. I thought about him too. I thought about Malik Willis as maybe our backup. Just because he may have some upside. Who was I looking at here just a second ago, too? Okay. Well, we're coming up. Yeah, here we are. We got to decide what we want to do with this pick. Let's see. 8. 6. Yeah, we're going to go with CJ. CJ Stroud. Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud, the quarterbacks. Yes, it's fine. We'll be okay, right? Tell me it'll be okay. Somebody tell me it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Right? It'll be okay. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, okay. Here comes round 17. I'm going to put the link in the chat. You guys ready? Ran out of time. Who'd you grab, Hugo? Daniel Jones. You got all the quarterbacks. No wonder there's nothing left for old director. That's funny. I'm sitting here like, man, I had quarterbacks flew off a little harder than I thought they would. Here's Hugo with the best quarterback every week for the rest of the season. All right, we got. I'll throw the link in. That's perfect. 17.5. After my pick, I'm gonna grab the link and I'm gonna throw it in the chat. You guys, anybody that wants to join, get ready. Alvin Kamara, nice. Okay, cool. Made it back to us. I was worried. Chig Okonkwo, welcome to the squad. Nice. 3 tight ends. Looking good. There's still some pretty good value guys all over the board. Just kind of depends on handcuffs and all that you're looking forward to. Here comes the link. Y'all ready? Here we go. Anybody who wants to join the second league, it'll be Directors League B. Actually, I have to put that in there before you guys join so it doesn't up. See. Director B. Save that. Now grab the link. There we go. All right, stay frosty. Here it comes. Anybody that wants in on Draft B, here we go. Start signing up now because we are just about wrapped up on our first draft. Holy crap. You guys filled that thing up so quick. We only got a couple spots left. It's gonna start here soon too. So I got to grab here. Give me 1 second. I got to grab another link. We can get in that one. There we go. And here we go. Drafts. Active. Draft B. Okay. Are we on the clock yet? Not yet. Okay. So it says there's one spot left. One spot left on draft B. We're going to go to this draft. We will get started on that one as soon as it fills up. It is almost ready. Just as we are getting to the tail end of this draft. And while I'm waiting for picks on the other one, we can go back and look at some of these teams. That's crazy. Yeah, you guys were definitely eager for another one. It filled up so quick. One spot left. I think Rasso with the final pick of his draft. Hugo and then us, and then the next draft is probably going to start here any second. All right, we are up. And yeah, we'll go ahead and take Rod. A-Rod. And that's going to do it for my team. And just as we got our last pick in, here comes the new draft, Draft B. We got some familiar and new faces in here. What we got? Bolt Gang, Cammy, Chris is back, Chargers is back, Will D. Beast, Rufus is back, Gilbert, Louie, Hector's back. All right, man. Yeah, guys, thank you guys for filling that up so quick. This draft's going to start in about 45 seconds, and that's probably going to be around the time this one ends. What do you got? Pat Bryant at the tail end of this one. I'll share with you guys my team here real quick. I ended up with Kyler Murray, C.J. Stroud, Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. We got Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker, Cam Scatterboat, Jonathan Brooks, J.K. Dobbins, and Tyler Algier at running back. And then at wide receiver, Ladd McConkey and Mecca Buka, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Josh Downs, and Matthew Golden. And then tight end, Travis Kelce, Kenyon Sadiq, and Chig Okonkwo. Pretty good, pretty good. Definitely don't feel too upset about that one. We got 10 seconds. We will just jump right into Draft B. Draft B about to commence. That was insane, dude. You guys are nuts. Thank you for getting on top of that one so quick. Do I have pick 101? I've been waiting literally 3 seasons for this. Welcome to the squad, Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes, finally. Finally. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we're going to have a minute before our next pick. We'll look at somebody else's team while we're getting. Let's start here at Chargers 25. Can I come down here? Can I move backwards and forward here? Or what? Yeah, this is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, actually, we'll just start over here. Drufus with Gibbs, Henry, Bowers, Flowers, Jackson, Williams, Irvin, Sutton, Godwin, Goff, Andrews, Marks, Worthy, Wicks, Allen. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, man. It looks pretty nice. Let's grab our next draft here real quick. What's going on? So we got Bijan Robinson, right? Do you guys see that video of the guy who took, was it Brian Robinson, the other running back in Atlanta, with the first overall pick or the second overall pick? Puka Nacua at the number 3. That's definitely interesting. There's Omarion Hampton off the board already at pick number 4. What? Jamar Chase at 6. I know Wildebeest is going crazy. There's James Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, St. Brown. We got a ways before our pick down here too, man. But we got ourselves Jahmyr Gibbs. That definitely is a feel good. JSN off the board, and we're into round 2 just like that. Okay, who else do we have up here? Chris is up next. Let's see, Chris with I really like seeing the teams all composed. The only problem is like my face is right in front of it. Maybe I'll turn off my camera for a second. Okay, so here we go. We already saw Drufus's, right? Okay, so Chris is up next. Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Kenny, Aaron Jones, Marshawn Lloyd. Ooh, Lloyd. Nico, Quinton, Christian, Alec Pierce, Trey. Okay. You know what? Definitely not too bad. Snuck in 2 really, really good tight ends, too. Yeah, definitely not too shabby. Back to the draft B, JSN followed by Jonathan Taylor, Jay Jettas, Gilbert up on the clock next. All right, let's move down to the next team here. Hector, that Hector dude. Joe Burrow, Jackson Dart, Bryce Young. Okay, Chase Brown, Travis Etienne, Henderson, Corum, Christian or Bill Krosky Merritt, Tank, Zach. Ace, Neighbors. Ooh, that's a nice combo. Wilson, DK. Let me look at running backs one more time. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. Really good wide receivers. Kobe Lane is a nice pick. Isaiah Likely, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And back to draft B. What are we looking at? There was Jefferson, Barkley, Janty, Will DeBeast. Did he get the pick in time? Did he get the pick in time? It's going to be Chase Brown. Let me see. Did he go? I mean, that's not a bad pick. They're both Cincinnati. That's the one thing I'm like, because now you got to worry about that bye week, but definitely not too bad. It's a good combo. Wide receiver, running back. Ladd McConkey off the board early. Bolt Gang is up next. Who did Bolt Gang take before? Bijan Robinson. He's going to double. Oh, dude, Drake London. Now we have the interesting conundrum here of do we go with A.J. Brown, who I think is going to be pretty good, man. Him and Drake May. I like Derrick Henry here, too. We want to double up on running back, but I would feel a lot better if we had a nice wide receiver, and I do think A.J. Brown fits that for me. Let's go ahead and take A.J. Brown. Nice. Oh, we've got back-to-back picks, too, here, man. Hey, why the freak not? At this point, we can go double wide receiver and feel really good about the position. But I really do like, we can go Derrick Henry or Brock Bowers here. Bowers feels like he could be an advantage in these kinds of leagues. I'm going to do it. I normally wait for tight end, but in the third round, I will take Brock Bowers. Yeah, I like it. Brock Bowers. Okay, now again, we got a bajillion years until our next pick. Let's go back to draft A. Let's see who's up next here. Hector, Chargers 25. We looked at his briefly, but I like this composure. Go ahead and turn me off here for a second. Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, nice combo. We got A-Chan, Javonte, Bayshell Tootin, White, Spears, and Alvin Kamara. And Kamara's interesting. We'll have to see what happens with him. I know he just got hurt. Puka, Drake London, Tet, Parker Washington, decent wide receivers as well. Harold Fannin, George Kittle. Yeah, definitely not too bad. Well-rounded. See, there's my team again for those of you guys that forgot. Looks pretty good. It's the injury squad. Everybody's going to go down. At the bottom there is Chig Okonkwo for those of you guys got to see. Let's move into, let's see, who's next? Hugo the Doorman Boss with the 4 quarterback stack. Stealing them from Director. Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford. Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, Amar and Hampton, D.A. Swift. I like that combo. RJ, Kamani Vidal. Interesting. A.J. Brown, Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Romeo Dobbs, Rashid Shaheed. And a bunch of tight ends, too. Warren, Gadsden, Kincaid, and Njoku, Pat Freiermuth. Your cup overfloweth at the positions of quarterback and tight end, my friend. Very nice. St. Rasso, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield. And running backs, Breece Hall, Quinton Jones. Okay, so maybe, the running backs are some nice upside guys here, but that means we probably killed it at wide receiver, right? Yes, you did. Amon, Ross St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Chris Olave. Very nice. Lots of wide receivers. Dang, man. And Chris Colston Loveland, nice, and Juwan Johnson at tight end. Very, very nice. Old Pickles. What do we got? We got Jaden Daniels, Tyler Shuck, Sam Darnold. Some nice upside in those first two guys. James Cook, Ashton Jeanty, Tyron Williams, some very nice running backs. Wide receivers, Pickens, Higgins, Luther Burden. Okay, all right. Some nice upside guys all over. Tons of them, too. You really covered your bases. And then A.J. Barner as the lone tight end. We'll see how that one works out. The one tight end is definitely a bold move, but, it's a really nice roster otherwise. And Ivan, Drake May, Brock Purdy, Malik Willis. Okay. Saquon, Jeremiah Love, David Montgomery, Rico, Keaton Mitchell. Nice. Wide receiver, JSN, Devontae, Marvin, Stefan. I like these last 3 picks a lot. Those are good value in my opinion. Then Sam Laporta, Jake Ferguson, Hunter Henry, and Terrence Ferguson. All right, and then to round out this draft, it was a Braha. with Pat Mahomes, Bo Nix, Cam Ward, Jonathan Taylor, Jalen Warren. Okay, so running backs. Let's see. And then wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, Rashee Rice, Jalen Waddle. Okay, that's pretty nice. Trey McBride, very nice. And then TJ Hawkinson. All right, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. That is your mock draft, but that is your draft A. Draft A is concluded. We are still not to our pick. We got a ways to go still. Let's see what's been going on since our pick, right? So we picked Bowers and A.J. Brown. Since then, it was Malik Neighbors, Derrick Henry, Justin Herbert in the third round, Nico Collins, George Pickens, Chris Olave, Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Rashee Rice, Trey McBride, Breece Hall, Colson Loveland, Jalen Waddle, Kyron Williams, Devonta Smith. We are back to live action football. Fantasy drafting football. So what do we have so far? I mean, the roster looks pretty strong. Jahmyr Gibbs, A.J. Brown, Brock Bowers. Right? Again, it's a bit top heavy. That's where I get a little worried. The tight end pick was definitely one I don't normally do. Buka off the board this time. So who would we be comfortable taking? And who needs the most help at this point, too? Oh, man, this one's tough, dude. I'm going to go running back. I think almost certainly I'm going to go running back. Devonta Williams was a really good value last year. He's going to be the same version of himself this year? I'm going to let the clock tick a little bit because I have back-to-back picks. Yeah, okay. We're going to take Javonte Williams with that first pick. And we have A.J. Brown. We want to combine him with T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson. There's Luther Burden. I think I might want to go back-to-back running backs, guys. And honestly, I really like Quinshon Judkins. I wanted him in the last one. I'm going to reach a little bit for him here. I know there was a lot of pretty good ones, ETN, Jacob, Swift, but I really like Quinshon Judkins. That line in Cleveland has been rebuilt in some ways. And, of course, you're going to expect them to run the football. That's kind of been their mantra for the longest time. So, I don't know. This one I feel a little different about. You know, we're pretty good at running back. Wide receiver, we have at least one stud. And tight end, we have at least the studs. So, we'll see how that works out for us. But I think I think it's a little easier to find wide receiver a little later down the line than running back. We'll go ahead and double up there. All right, what's the chat been saying? Everybody wants another one. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't have the time to. But maybe we'll do another one next week. We'll see. If I have time, Saturdays are usually the better day for me. But again, I can't commit to more than just the one. We'll see. I will give you guys as much of a head start as I can. Ask me during the Week 3 preseason game on Thursday, and I'll see what my Saturday looks like. And if I don't know by then cross your fingers, I'll know by Saturday. Almost picked Michael Mayer. Ooh. Daniel Jones' pick was accident. I see. I thought it was sabotage. I was like, it's working. Like your pick, some good stacks. Yeah, it was those pretty nice teams, I would say. Pretty well-rounded for almost everybody in the first draft. Draft B has turned into the same thing. We're already in round 6, just about. Who came off the board after our selection of Quinshon? It was Tet McMillan, ETN, Jacobs, Scatabo, Higgins, Irving, Swift. Both of those. I love Irving and Swift, man. I think those are good picks. Tootin could end up being a really good pick, too. Hector at the back-to-back picks, which means we're up in 10 picks. That's insane, man. I don't think I've ever gotten the 1-1 in these. And we've done a ton of these drafts, right? I think last year we did like 3 or 4. Garrett Wilson falling. Yeah, he is. Feels like everyone's catching up on running back now. Wilson finally off the board at the 5'10". 6'1", it's Lamar Jackson. Where are we at the quarterbacks? I don't know how. I mean, quarterback's tricky for me. Best ball is probably better to take him earlier, but, you know. We're still up in 10 picks. We have a lone receiver in A.J. Brown. We got the Brock Bowers in there. Running back looks good for a little while. We'll see if we can find a nice value at some point. I mean, yeah, there's some good ones all the way down the line, man. I feel like I just don't start really sweating about where all the wide receivers going until like round 12. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, let's attack running back a little bit earlier. There's a lot of wide receivers still on the board here. See, was Montgomery and Henderson now off the board? Rufus is now back. We are still a ways away from our pick. So I got to start thinking ahead too, man. Like, what if I'm going to go 2 picks? I think it's at this point on, it may just end up being a value thing for me because we got studs pretty much everywhere, but quarterback, and we just got to help fill out the roster with whoever I think's got nice upside. Here comes a wide receiver run. It's DJ Moore, Devontae Adams, Luther Burden. Everyone's been raving about Burden, man. I'm very interested to see how that turns out for the season. Reed off the board. There's Mike Evans off the board. One more, and then we are up. It's going to be Price, the running back. Very, very nice. All right. I do have an idea of where I want to go here. It's probably going to be double wide receiver this time. I think we need it. And the first guy that I honestly, again, feel really good about, just like last draft, is Rome Odunze. I feel really good about his chances to become one of the better wide receivers in the league this season. At year 2, hopefully, stands up. And then I think maybe the best rookie wide receiver this season could end up being Carnell Tate. We're going to go ahead and take him. I think that's definitely not a bad idea at this point of the draft. You know, you may need to throw a Hail Mary or 2 in there if you went Brock Bowers or any tight end early. And I don't hate Carnell Tate here. I don't. I think that could definitely be nice. You know, these other picks, though, like Jameson Williams and Christian Watson. I almost went with Parker Washington, by the way, if you want to know, instead of Rome Odunze. I just like Rome Odunze a lot this season. But these other picks like JMO, like they could really pay off in terms of like those. They'll win you weeks just because they'll have a crazy week and then they'll be kind of quiet for a while and then have another crazy week. So if they can have like an honest, like 6 crazy weeks, they could end up being a pretty nice addition. Because again, this is best ball. Best ball works a little bit different. JMO should be my next. Yeah, and again, that's why I was saying that. I really thought about JMO, but he seems more like, D-Jax back in the day in fantasy. It's like he either had a huge day or he was really quiet. I needed a little bit more stability, and I know Carnell Tate and Rome Odunze are going to get targets. We'll see how that goes. But again, yeah, it's a bit of a dice roll. But again, at the end of the day, we're walking away with Jahmyr Gibbs and Javonte Williams, Quinshon Judkins also pretty good at 2. But we have A.J. Brown as well as our wide receiver 1. So everything feels stable enough. How long is the draft to be down to get in another one? I know. Hey, say happy birthday. But I don't know if I got time for another one today, my man. But hey, if we end up doing another one, because I might even think about doing one off stream. But I will think about doing another one next week. Yeah. See about Saturday. We'll see how my Saturday looks like next week. And if it's not too busy, maybe we'll do another one of 2 drafts. See if we can get some more Rasso action in the fantasy arena. Wasn't here the whole time. Who else do I have? I personally have. You can see actually behind my head. We don't have, our next pick's coming up in forever. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams, Quinshon Judkins, A.J. Brown, Rome Odunze, Carnell Tate, and at the bottom you can't see, we also have Brock Bowers. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's definitely a different approach than I normally take in best ball, which, why not? Why not? Have some fun with it. Oh, you got to join the first draft. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Didn't make the second one. I love you guys. I will do my best to try and make myself available next Saturday to try and do another one. I appreciate it, Jonathan. Let's see what everyone's been up to since our last pick of, I think it was Carnell Tate, right? Yeah, so we got Daniels, Warren, Kraft, so some tight ends coming off the board. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that for a while. Parker Washington, great value there at 7.5. Joe Burrow, Sutton, Quentin Johnston, sneakily could end up being a really good pick there. Michael Wilson, Christian Watson is also a really good pick. Jonathan Brooks, really high upside. Harold Fannon's pretty good. Is that JMO? Yeah, that's JMO. J.K. Dobbins, and we are back here to Wildebeest. Gibbs and Bowers are great key players. Yeah. And A.J. Brown, I was hoping to be a nice, at least stable foundation for the wide receivers. And best ball, again, is is a bit different. You try to spread that stuff out as much as you can. I think running back is where I try to attack. Get one stud. I think you look pretty good. We got back-to-back picks coming up here in just a minute, too. 3 picks away? Where can we use a little bit more help? Everything's pretty balanced, so again, I guess we just look for value. Just look for value wherever you can find it. Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison still on the board. Both of them, if we want to win a wide receiver. Where are the running backs going? Jalen Warren off the board. Now it's us. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I like BTJ. I think, honestly, that'll be the first pick. Let's go ahead and lock that in to give ourselves a little bit more time. BTJ, he could be pretty solid. Oh, man, dude. I'm going to do something that I didn't think I was going to do this draft either, dude. We're going to go all in with a different approach. I'm going to just take Jalen Hurts. I understand that, that's a little bit different, but he's got that rushing upside that you like. He can be pretty stable. I was really thinking about going with another running back, but we're already pretty powerful at most other positions. Why not grab the quarterback a little earlier this time? I normally wait to quarterback way later. We'll have to hope that pays off. But yeah, we got Brian Thomas Jr. too. I like that. He's one of those guys that could definitely make or break. Wide receivers needs a little bit of help past A.J. Brown. Rome Odunze, Tate, and BTJ. Definitely not too bad. I'll take it. We'll follow that up with Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Jordan Love, Drake May. Some quarterbacks flying off the board now. Why not take Drake May? I just kind of like the rushing ability of Jalen Hurts a little more. But Drake May is in a really good position. I did think about the stack, too. That was the other reason I was thinking about Drake May. But I think Jalen Hurts, for me, rushing upside is intriguing. That those tush push touchdowns. You know what I'm talking about? Those rushing touchdowns do add up. I like Drake May, too. He can end up being pretty good. And we are not up for a while. Pick 10-9. Solid. Who else do we still have in here? We got still about 40 people in the chat. Thank you guys for joining and having fun and getting our fantasy football action in. As we are approaching, towards the end of preseason week 2. Week 3's coming up, man. Chargers and their starters could see 2 drives of action. Wow, Harrison Butker just hit a 69-yard field goal in preseason. It's funny that you only ever see it there because there's nobody that has the balls to do that in the regular season. That would have been crazy. But yeah, that's right. Next week it's the freaking Rams. Hold on to your butts, dude. That's going to be disgusting. I don't know how deep the Rams are, but, they have probably the best roster in football right now. Can't even lie. Sam Laporta off the board. So we're seeing a lot of tight ends and quarterbacks fly off the board. Hopefully that pushes somebody down to us because we drafted those positions a little earlier than normal. But this is probably, if I were to take one, this is probably around where I would normally go in if I wanted somebody better than, the bottom of the barrel like I normally do. But I felt like if we already went in on tight end, let's get a stud at quarterback too and feel good about that at least. Mark Andrews off the board now, too. What is left at tight end? Kyle Pitts, Dalton Kincaid, Travis Kelce. We already got Bowers, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We just need backups. So Josh Downs, Jordan Addison, RJ Harvey, Jordan Tyson, Stephon Diggs, Pat Mahomes, Jordan Mason off the board. See where Bolt Gang goes. What does Bolt Gang need? He already got the quarterback and tight end. But he's going to go Jackson Dart. Okay, all right. Well, that honestly leaves a player on the board that I was hoping would reach us. because we are going to do something crazy here. Let's see. We got... yeah, I'm going to go back-to-back running back here, dude. And it just so happens two of the guys I still really do like are on the board. RJ Harvey. I don't like him as much as J.K. Dobbins, but I do like his receiving upside, so I'm going to go ahead and bet on that as a depth guy. And then I really do like Bill Krosky-Merritt. I think he's definitely not a bad pick there to help round out our running back room. It now has Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams, Quinshon Judkins, RJ Harvey, and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, all of which have different bye weeks, so I feel pretty good about running back now. Then we'll kind of see where the dice, the roll of dice takes us for the other positions. Wide receiver also looks pretty solid too, so. But I figured running back, we're going to run out of real estate real quick. I mean, who do we got left here? Chuba Hubbard, who will probably not be a starter after like the first month. Kyle Monungai, who's sharing touches. Kenny Gainwell, that's sharing touches. I mean, the guys I took are sharing touches too. Maybe Ja'Cory Krosky a little less, but yeah. Blake Cornby, great backup Rams. Make sure he gets touches. Yep. That's not a bad one too. But yeah, you're definitely looking down the barrel now of guys that are going to be sharing touches. I mean, Aaron Jones maybe, but you know, Jordan Mason, really good at times too. Tyler Algier could get some touches early because of the injury for Jeremiah Love, but I mean, of course, that's going to be Love's backfield. I think Bigsby at times looked pretty good, but at this point, like I wanted to feel good about the running back. Now I feel pretty good. Now we can start filling out the rest of the positions. Grab value at quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. Maybe I'll get one more running back if I find a value, but other than that, I feel pretty good. Who's been flying off the board since our pick? Stephon Diggs, great pick. Honestly, that's the one player that I was like, maybe I'll move away from running back just for him. But we wanted to make sure to round out the running backs. Michael Pittman's solid. Keaton Mitchell's solid. Kyle Pitts is a great value. Jordan Addison, Juwan Johnson, Chuba Hubbard. And we are into pick 11-9. JK's entered too much. RJ Harvey ability is nice. Yep. And RJ, you know, he's I mean, not to bag on the guy, he's not a great running back, but he's a really good receiving back. And that counts for something in fantasy. And of course, yeah, the handcuff is definitely something to put into perspective there. Hopefully either one of the Bucs wide receivers have a good game because you have both. Yep. I mean, that's not a bad bet to make. This is the one spot where doubling up on wide receiver, running back, or whatever is not terrible. The one thing that does work against you is the bye weeks. Like, you want to make sure that you got guys that can play, especially at wide receiver, when some of your guys are out with the bye weeks. We got a ways to go before our pick. Chuba Hubbard, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Tyson, Josh Downs off the board as we get into round 12 of 18. It lies in your Denver stack. How are you, Drew? You got the Cortland Sutton, Bo Nix. Oh, before I could finish, Bo Nix, J.K. Dobbins, Cortland Sutton. Man, yeah, you do got the stack. I hope you fail. I hope you crash and burn miserably. Gilbert, Drufus. All right. Stribling, yeah, Stribling looked really good in that preseason game versus us, man. I hate to say it. He looked awesome. Very, very solid. I'm kind of waiting to see if I see any more value when we get down there. So far, so good. There's still some guys I feel pretty good about. Oh, we are up here really, really soon. We got to lock in. All right, who do I like? I can't say out loud because there's still two picks before me. Matthew Golden off the board. He was one I was looking at. And there's Kenny Gainwell. Okay. Well, we're going to do it, man. We're We're going to go superhuman power speed with the quarterbacks. And hopefully one or the other stay healthy for the most part. But I'm going to take Patrick Mahomes. I like Matt Stafford, too. I also like Kyler Murray. I'm going to stick with Pat Mahomes. We'll stick with Pat Mahomes. I like Kyler Murray, but let's get some power picks along the whole line here, man. That's why I wanted to get him last draft. I'm going to reach and take him again, man. We're going to take Dalton Kincaid. So now the tight ends are Brock Bowers, Dalton Kincaid, and Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. So both of those positions have some star power. I'll have to hope that they carry us through the year, though. Oh, man. That is so far away from how I normally draft. It's making me nervous. But, you know, there's some high upside there. Hear about one of the Eagles running backs? What about Saquon or the other one? Is it Tank? Or did something happen that I don't know? Or they should be getting wide receiver 1 reps for the first 6 weeks, right? I mean, he could. I think that Kelsey could end up stepping up in that arena more, but that's why I think that they brought in Kenneth Walker. I think they're going to try and run more than they have in a long time. You have Waddle, too. Oh, man, dude, you really do have the whole Denver squad. I hope that you're the kind of fantasy player that curses their team. like they've had the great career so far, and the moment you draft them, they crash and burn. That happens to me almost every year, dude. Every year that CMC's been out for the season, he's been on my team, and every year he hasn't been injured the whole season, he's been on someone else's team. I have protected my home league from the CMC injuries every single time. They brought an ambulance on the field for him. Oh man, I hope he's okay. One of the backup running backs. That's definitely scary, man. All right, so in after our picks, Aaron Jones, Kyler Murray, Wan'Dale Robinson's a solid pick. Yeah, somebody was saying in the chat just earlier, too. Travis Kelce, Jacoby Myers, Kyler Shuck. We are back to live football here at the 13-8 for Gilbert. Of course, that's how it works. Yeah. Excited for my home. It's going to be weird because one of our buddies who's been in that league for, gosh, man, over a decade, he passed away. Going to be weird. But we're doing a bunch of stuff, I think, that would have made him happy. to celebrate the league and keep everything going. He was a huge Seahawks fan, so we told the new guy coming in, I was like, hey, I don't care who your team is, you're the Seahawks guy this year. And he gets to keep all the other guys' keepers. And we can continue bagging on him one more season. All right, we got Stafford, Goddard, and Marks all off the board. And where do we start picking again? Yeah, we'll figure it out. I got a bunch of guys that I kind of like that, again, I can't star them. But we'll do our best. Let's see. Oh my God, there's B. Robinson from the Atlanta Falcons. I hope it gets somebody in my league this year, man. That would make me so happy. So there's a Okonkwo and Tyler Algier off the board. Trey Harris as well. I was just looking at him. He is now gone. Trey Harris, the Chargers. Did I even get one? No, not this time. Not this time. I did get Ladd McConkey in the last one, though, so I guess I can't complain. I didn't have to reach too far, I don't think. All right, we got 2 picks coming up next. 2 picks. Romeo Doubs, and then we're up. Who are the guys up here? Chris Rodriguez, the Jacksonville running back. Here, Shaheed, Willis, Boston, Darnold, Jones, Coleman, Taylor, Strange, Bigsby, Hunter. All right, he's going to go with Brenton Strange, which leaves us with 2 back-to-back picks. I already know I'm picking Zach Charbonnet. Again, there's a new running back in town, but Charbonnet is also a pretty good backup. And he may get more touches than people realize. And then where does that put my wide receivers? I do need to get a wide receiver. I am going to take one. It's a matter of who I like. McMillan's not bad. I wanted Jacoby Lane in the last one, and somebody beat me to it. I think I'm going to try beating them to it this time. He's a rookie, though. I still want him. He looks awesome. I loved him in college. We'll see. Jacoby Lane for director. That puts us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs. And then 2 apiece on the tight end quarterback. All right. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Camel says, no. Did we take your guy? Was it Charbonnet or Lane? I'm betting it was Lane, wasn't it? I'm betting it was Lane. Yeah, Jacoby's got some upside, man. You got to go with those dudes when you can find them. And, of course, this is also not a bad spot to take guys that, might have 1 or 2 really, really, really big weeks and then, a few nice weeks here and there because, you only need them to perform every once in a while because the top of your wide receiver roster is what you're counting on. So after my pick, it was Shaheed, Naylor, Bigsby off the board. Khalil Shakir off the board. Hunter Henry now off the board. We're flying through this last one. What app is this? This is Underdog of our sponsors on the channel. Use code DIRECTOR. Get some nice bonuses. This is my favorite app year in and year out, dude. Even before they messaged me to partner up, I was so stoked, dude. I was so jealous. One of my buddies, or I should say somebody I've followed and talked to. I don't know if you guys know who Xerxes is. He runs maybe the most popular Madden channel for just like general like coverage. Like he's the guy for Madden. And I remember talking to him how jealous I was when he jumped in with Underdog, and he loved. And then he gave us some pointers, and then I don't know what happened, but then like 3 or 4 weeks later, we got an offer too. It was a good time. And for those of you who like daily fantasy, I will usually post my picks at least 3 days before, maybe 2 days before the game. Sometimes I'll post them the morning of just to kind of wait and see what's going on. But usually you try and grab some value like 2 or 3 days before the games start. And you guys can either copy or fade them and hope for the best. I love doing research in the regular season. The preseason's been a bit of a crapshoot this year, but it always is. Regular season gets a lot of fun. All right, where do we come back up next? Expect some of these guys to still be available. Okay. What do we need? How many picks we have left is also something to keep an eye on. I think we have 4 picks left, right? Or 3 picks. Yeah, 3 picks left. So 3 guys that we can still add to the roster. I think they just changed their name again, by the way. At first they were Underdog Fantasy, and then they were just Underdog, and now I think they're Underdog Sports. You're looking for the site or the app. And they're really awesome in working with content creators. So Tank Dell, Keenan Allen, CJ Stroud off the board. Who was before that? Washington, Travis Hunter, Malik Willis. I'm interested to see what they do with Travis Hunter. I can't remember which way they went. They said either full-time receiver or more corner work. I forget which. We're up in a couple of picks. There's AJ Barner. Anybody down here that sneakily a good pick? We're up in 3 seconds. Kenyon Sadiq off the board. Should have started him. Doing it. It's gone. Oh, no. We'll take Jared Goff. Okay, we got 3 quarterbacks deep now. That's not good. I didn't want another quarterback. I was just going to roll with those guys. If we're going to do that, maybe we'll go 3 deep on the tight ends, too. It's just I can't justify it. We got to go wide receiver now that we took the quarterback. Why not? Let's just take McMillan. I fumbled that round, boys. Actually, the plan was to go double wide receiver. But instead, we got Jared Goff in there. I guess it's fine. That'll guarantee us that we have a pretty great quarterback week each week for pretty much the whole season. And that means we got one more, right? One more pick, and then we are done. Yeah, that's the biggest reason why, because we're running out of real estate. Ah, bummer. So I'm almost guaranteed to have to take a wide receiver. How much time do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess we're fine. I don't have to take a wide receiver. We'll just kind of take whatever's there, I guess. Who's going to be up when we're there? Pat Bryant. What's he expected to do? Fails a lot catch preseason loss. Malik Washington not playing Saturday for what reason? Okay. Now we're flying through. Let's see what's been picked up since our fumble. David Njoku. Yeah, that's who I was like, I want him, but he's gone. I was like, I got to get him at least one league. I've been waiting for him to be a Charger forever. Samson, Wicks, Ferguson, Schultz, Franklin, Hawkinson. And by the way, David Njoku is a solid pick too because he's probably going to be quiet a lot of the season, but he's going to have like half a dozen games where he scores a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like that's not bad value if you're looking for somebody this late. But I already have Brock Bowers and Dalton Kincaid, so I guess I shouldn't be worrying too much about that position. Who do we have a wide receiver? Brown, Adunze, Tate, Brian Thomas, Jacoby Lane, McMillan. Okay, that's not terrible. Kind of go with whoever's left. Who's after that? Is it Jordan Blue or Jadon Blue? I remember him being a sleeper pick for Cowboys fans, and then a running back took over. Vontae Williams, pretty quick. Tucker, Hawkinson, Franklin. Braylon Allen, Isaac Pacheco. Yeah, dude. Anybody else that's kind of been making some... Tough, yeah, I don't know. That is a tough one. There's a Mark Cooper Jr. I was kind of waiting to see if he would slide to me too, but no, I was like, he's going to be a fun one to watch. Plus, I already got the rookie. Took him late in the first draft. Yeah. He's got some nice upside. All right, I got my eyes on a couple of different players. We'll see if they make it. Juan Jennings off the board. 3 more picks, and then we are done with this stream, my guys. This has been a fun one. Alvin Kamara off the board. Bolt Gang on the board here now, too. And we're going to round this out with one final pick. Keon Coleman. Nice. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the guy I should be picking is probably Ted Hurst. Maybe Calvin Ridley. But you know who I am going to pick? Picking this guy. Because why not? Give me Brennan Thompson. We're talking about touchdown upside. I think he gives us some pretty good touchdown upside. Brennan Thompson, you are on the director's squad. And that's going to do it for this one, man. Hey, dudes, not too shabby. Let's take a look at some of these teams, huh? I wish there was a way to make this little screen here bigger. I'm just being a baby, right? I think you guys are good, right? We're all adults, right? We can all see. We have eyes. Yeah, let's take a look here. Let's start, looks like, yeah, I was the pick 1 this time. So here's my team, all right, for anybody interested. My team, we got, actually, you know what? Let's do this, because why not? Let's put me right here for a second, but it's not weird. Okay, so if you were to look at my squad, we have Jalen Hurts at quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff. I think we're looking pretty good there, yeah? Yeah, we could click the grid, but I like to see the positions stacked up, right? It helps me visualize how strong or weak a position can be. You can see the picks next to them right here too, like Jahmyr Gibbs, pick 1 and all that. Running back, I got Jahmyr Gibbs, hallelujah, Devontae Williams, Quinshawn Judkins, RJ Harvey, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and Zach Charbonnet, which honestly doesn't look too terrible. Wide receiver, we got AJ Brown, Roma Dunze, Carnell Tate, BTJ, Jacoby Lane, Jalen McMillan, and Brennan Thompson. And then at tight end, we got Brock Bowers and Dalton Kincaid, which you can't see at the bottom there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Move on to Bolt Gang now. Bolt Gang, Jaden Daniels, Jackson Dart. Nice combo. Bijan, Jadarian Price, Jalen Warren, Kenny Gainwell, Aaron Jones. Nice running backs. Nice running back. Wide receiver, Drake London, Malik Neighbors, Zay Flowers, Tet McMillan, Marvin Harrison, Stephon Diggs, Shaheed, and Coleman. Really good wide receivers, man. The fact that you got Bijan and still made it out with some really good wide receivers is pretty nice. That's a nice team. And Brenton Strange, Kenyon Sadiq, and David Njoku for the tight ends. Yeah, Bolt Gang, I like your team. Hammy. Mimi, thank you so much for the sub. Kame with the Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray combo. Very, very nice. Running back. Okay. Devon Achane, Derrick Henry is a nice stack. Decent enough depth. Travis Etienne and Kamara. Somebody's going to be there. Jordan Mason, Dylan Sampson. Okay. Wide receivers. Puka and Abuka. All the Ukas. And then Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Michael Pittman. Yeah, I like your receivers a lot. Tight end Tyler Warren, AJ Barner, too. Very nice picks. Very good team. Yeah, and then Achane and Henry are already strong. And then you add on top of that the really monstrous wide receivers. That's pretty good. Next up, we got Chris O. We got Chris O'Leary. Justin Herbert, Jordan Love. Obviously, the best quarterback in all the NFL. He's going to win. Omari. Okay, so we got the Charger squad bag. This was Hugo's team last time. Omari Hampton, Josh Jacobs, Keaton Mitchell, Rashad White, Tyron Tracy, and Tank Bigsby. I mean, obviously, you're going to win this league, dude. Lad McConkey. I mean, obviously. Jaden Reed, Mekhi Lemon, Wendell Robinson, Denzel Boston, Tavian Wicks, and Juwan Jennings. And then Aronde Gadsden, Tucker Kraft, and Mark Andrews. He literally has the Holy Trinity plus one. That is a Chargers squad, my friend. You win the award. Chargers 25 coming in here. Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, very nice. Good quarterback combo. And then CMC, Kenneth. Well, this is my team from last time, almost exactly. CMC, Kenneth Walker, Cam Scatabo adds in there Ramondre Stevenson, Monangai, Spears, and Coleman. Wide receiver Nico Collins, Devontae Smith. I think you may have done better at wide receiver than I did. Parker Washington, Luther Burden. There's Coker and Shakir. Very nice. And then Kyle Pitts, Travis Kelce, Terrence Ferguson. Very nice squad. Very, very nice. Let's see who's up next. Will D. Beast, Burrow, Stroud, and Darnold. Strong quarterbacks. Running backs are a little thin. I'm not going to lie. Only 4. Chase Brown, Kyron Williams, Tony Pollard, Tyler Algier. At least all 4 of them are pretty solid. That does scare me a little bit. Luckily, you don't have any that match the bye weeks. Let's see how your wide receivers stack up here, though. Jamar Chase, George Pickens, T. Higgins. So you got yourself a nice stack in Cincinnati no matter what happens. Devontae Adams, McLaurin, Addison, Worthy, Myers. Very nice wide receivers. And then tight end, it's Laporta, Henry, and Schultz. Very, very nice. Running backs scare me there a little bit, but, I mean, you make up for it pretty much everywhere else. Rufus, the Denver squad. So he is the yin to the yang. That was Chris O's team. We got Bo Nix, Tyler Shuck. Very nice. Running back Cook, Genty. That's a good combo. Bucky Irving, Dobbins, and Ray Davis. That's pretty good. Solid. Wide receiver Chris Olave, Waddle, DJ Moore, Sutton, Metcalf, Stribling, Allen, Tank Dell. I think every single one of these wide receivers has pretty good upside. Maybe not the most traditional wide receiver one, but you got a lot of really good ones. Somebody's got to pop off. And then Juwan and Okonkwo for your tight ends. Solid, solid, solid. I like the upside picks. Gilbert, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, nice quarterbacks. We got Barkley, Swift, Henderson, and Chuba Hubbard. Also a little bit thin at running back. Plus you got these 2 that are already on the bye. But still, I should be able to, the Swift and Barkley should be enough to carry, and then Henderson's not a bad backup. And then wide receiver, here we go. CeeDee Lamb, Quentin Johnston, again, underrated. 8 touchdowns the last 2 seasons apiece. J-Mo, Debo, Trey Harris, Tyreek Hill, which is a very interesting foresight pick. He may come in clutch in the second half of the season. Keenan Allen's going to soak up targets. You know that already. And then Omar Cooper Jr., followed by Colston Levin, George Kittle, and TJ Hawkinson. Very, very nice team. Again, running back a little thin, but it's very, very nice at wide receiver. And then here we go. Who's this? Louis. We got Baker and Stafford. Not too shabby. Running back. Okay, we're going in on the Jeremiah Love train. I don't hate it. Breece Hall, Bashal Tuden, Montgomery, Rodriguez, Washington, Pacheco. Very, very nice. Wide receiver, you got Amon-Ra, Jay Jettas, Michael Wilson, Alec Pierce, Concepcion, Trey Tucker. Very, very good. And then Harold Fannin, Isaiah Likely, and Jake Ferguson. Definitely not too shabby. Not too shabby. And then lastly, Hector. Last of the day, we got Lamar Jackson, Malik Willis, followed by Jonathan Taylor, Jonathan Brooks, the Jonathans. Hopefully they can stay healthy, man. Knock on wood. Rico Dowdle, Blake Corum, Woody Marks, Jaden Blue, and Braylon Allen. I would say outside of Jonathan Taylor, a little worried about the running backs, but it's definitely a good upside everywhere. You know what I mean? Wide receiver, JSN, Rashee Rice, Garrett Wilson. Okay, not too bad. Good value in Garrett Wilson, pick 50. Jordan Tyson, Josh Downs, like that. And then if he comes back later, that's a really good pick there. And then Travis Hunter. And then Trey McBride, there it is. I was like, you made up for it somewhere, though, right? And then, yeah, there it is. Trey McBride at tight end, Dallas Goedert. Very, very nice. Okay, cool, man. Everybody, I feel like pretty successful drafts, both A and B. It's going to be competitive. You guys are going to give me a run for my money. Those Chargers teams are going to destroy. At least we all hope. And I appreciate everybody's time for coming in here, man. Thank you so much. This has been, I don't know how many annual years now, like at least the 4th year of doing these live drafts before the season. I will be checking in every once in a while on these leagues to see how we're doing. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And again, you don't have to do much of anything after today. You draft and you wait for how the best ball pans out, and hopefully everyone's got enough depth to make it the rest of the season, throughout the rest of the season. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Shout out to everybody in the drafts, from Hugo to Saint to Hector to Cam. We appreciate everybody's participation. We'll catch you guys. Of course, Thursday will be the next live stream for the Chargers and Rams game, and then we'll have the regular scheduled broadcasts and programs from Monday through Friday. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the Director. And by the way, everybody that's asking in the chat, there may be another draft next Saturday. Maybe. Okay? Ask me again on Thursday, and I'll give you guys an update. We'll see you guys next time. As always, bolt up and stay frosty. Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick.